What's good? What's happening? Thursday evening. Can you hear me okay? Am I good?
Yeah, I hear you. We're clear. We're clear. You hear me?
We in here, man. Ross and Risky. What's up, my boy?
It's good. What's going on?
I'm man, my damn chair making a bunch of noise. I'm good, dog. I'm good, family. I was looking, usually I start off the show drinking a brew. That's like my you know how Lil Wayne start off his verses with the lighter? That's my thing. When I crack that joint, crack the brew open, you know what I'm saying? That's my Lil Wayne lighter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Before I start spitting, man. But I can't find my brew, so I'm gonna have to go get it here in a second because I don't know where it is because I feel naked. We're gonna have a good one today, though, man. We're gonna jump into a bunch of topics, throw some stuff around. Shedeur Sanders got an injury. Is it an injury or is it strategic? We're gonna definitely get into that. Drizzy Drake is back in the news. More lawsuit paperwork. Lord have mercy. And the NBA, Ross, NBA, let's start there before we get to the NFL. The NBA schedules are out. It's funny when they do like the schedule release for the NBA. It's not as dramatic as the NFL, right? Because it's like you're going to play we already know who you're playing. You know what I'm saying? The only thing we're looking to see is those opening day games, Christmas Day games. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for those games. Maybe some good double headers, you know what I'm saying, on a weekend or something that you got, you can kind of plan around, you know what I'm saying? But it's not very dramatic. The NBA is funny too, though, when they do these schedules. The matchups are always funny. So you got now think about it. It's crazy that they got opening night ring night for OKC. You're gonna have Kevin Durant in the building.
Funny. See, but this is what I've been asking for this. Give us some storylines. Give us some beat. Give us, throw a little bit of WWE in there. You got it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, KD, come sit here and watch these boys get a ring in a place that you couldn't get one in. I love that for KD because I feel like KD gonna go in there and go crazy.
That's so tough, man. So opening night, Tuesday night, October 21st, which is, we talking football, Ross, is like close. Shit, basketball is right around the corner, real talk. It's like,
that's too much.
Yeah. Like, boy, so they getting ready to tip it back off, but let me pull this up for us real quick.
Yeah, I got some of the marquee matchups right here.
What you got the opening night joints?
Yeah, I got opening night, so we got them. And then we got Lakers and Golden State, which is, they always going to push that for as long as you can. So you get that. Now I'm looking. The in-season tournament, it said it'll start October 31st. So that's about a week and a half in from the season.
Yeah, so damn. How's that an in-season tournament and this shit start 10 days after the season start?
That's the beginning.
Yeah, we just started the season. We ain't even got into the season.
Now, I guess that's a way to make them to where, like, okay, you got to come in ready to play because that in-season tournament jumps off right away. They dropped. So what you see right there, that's the opening week.
Yeah, this is opening week. Yeah, so like you talked about, Rockets at OKC, Warriors at Lakers, and so that's Tuesday. So that those be two good games. I mean, we don't know. This may be we're probably realistically looking at the last Steph LeBron matchups this upcoming season. So it's cool to start off with them, with all the history. So that's gonna be cool. Then the next night you get Cleveland and the Knicks, which should be a really good game. I think both of those teams want to get off to a hot start. The Knicks with a new coach. Want to show some things. Cleveland want to show people that, hey, it was just some injuries. We good. So that should be a good one. And then you also got the Texas rivalry, Spurs and the Mavs, which, again, good game. Let's see how the new look Spurs and the new look Mavs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's Tuesday. Thursday, they got OKC doing a lot of work. OKC come right back, and they play a rematch of the finals against the Pacers on Thursday. And
think they might have scheduled that one thinking Halliburton was going to play.
Okay.
They was thinking Halliburton was still going to play. I think.
Go ahead.
You good. I think that's another case where the NBA dropped that ball because we don't want to see the Pacers on opening week with no Halliburton. You know, I know they was in the finals. I'm sorry. That should be a flex matchup. Give us a better game. Now the Denver Golden State, they're gonna push Golden State on a lot of primetime games. I don't really want to watch Golden State every other night this year coming up. So we'll see. Hopefully they come out hot against the Lakers and there's something there. But that's a decent matchup. Now, Boston, New York. Oh, before we go there, you see now we're gonna get NBA pretty much every day because they added Peacock. It's back on NBC. And they're gonna do Prime. So we're gonna have a lot of basketball to cover. So I guess I gotta be a little lenient with these matchups because it's just gonna be basketball on every night where they gotta show something. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, technically, basketball is on every night, but to your point, it was only so many networks that were handling the games that they were only taking big matchups. Now, like you said, they can spread it out. So, like this right here, it's gonna be you got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You got games, and now you can a game that we might not have, like that Friday with that Prime. Typically, It's always Friday night games, but we're gonna be getting games on random Tuesdays now that we're gonna be able to watch on Peacock.
But see, it used to be Tuesday and Thursday was TNT.
Yeah, and then Wednesday and Friday.
And Friday would be ESPN.
Yeah.
And now NBC and Peacock, Peacock is under NBC. So they'll have a lot of matchups. I'm pretty sure Peacock will have a game pretty much on almost every night.
Every night, I was gonna say, they're gonna have games on pretty much every night.
ESPN to have middle of the week, then you got Prime. I even I believe they're gonna do a couple Netflix games also. So it's like you're getting every network. You're getting basketball. We're gonna have football on like that. It's gonna be fun. I love the streaming services getting involved and like really pushing it. I'm tired of having to watch the same old matchups and you got Charles Barkley and them on complaining about the games they shown. This gives us a chance to you can find a good game to watch.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this first weekend of games. Every game is a good game, and you can switch any of those matchups. To your point, the Pacers game, no Halliburton.
Especially the Pacers thinking, you know what I'm saying? Okay, they was in the final. Yeah.
Right. But
if we got thrown in there thinking Tatum was going to be healthy.
Correct. But I think I still want to see Boston because I want to see how they're going to play. I want to see Anthony over there. And I want to see how they play without him.
Because normally the Bucks would have been somewhere in there.
Yeah.
We would have seen the Bucks. We would have seen Philly. Philly would have normally been somewhere in there on opening week. 1 second. Let me close this door. Come on.
Yeah, you don't definitely no Philly, no Bucks. Bucks is definitely in the rebuild. Philly, I think is going to be really good this year. It's just going to be about how that roster is going to come together. One, and then health. If guys are healthy, Philly is a difficult out in the East. If guys are healthy, because now they got young guys. They just got a rookie that I think is going to be real good in Edgecombe, and Maxey was playing really well before he got injured. So. Yeah, Philly's going to be a very interesting team.
Right.
Yeah. But how about though? Who is it? So in the first week, the Lakers play twice. OKC plays twice. The Knicks play twice. The Warriors play twice.
Yeah, they're gonna give you Steph Curry. This might, like you say, this might be that last lap.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks, they're gonna. I think with the injuries that happened, the Knicks are probably gonna carry the East, ratings wise. They're gonna give us the Knicks every chance they can. is for that market, that side of the country.
Yeah.
To kind of stay engaged. Now Minnesota, who they play on that last day?
They play the Lakers.
Okay. See,
on
now
Friday.
I'm hoping for that to become kind of a new rival. I think that'll be sweet. Luka
and Ant, yeah.
Luka and Ant, y'all met in the playoffs. I like that. I'm surprised we only get Houston that opening night. I would have thought they would have thrown Houston one more time.
Yeah, I think, though, to your point, when they probably made this schedule, KD wasn't there yet. You know what I'm saying? And without KD, even though Houston was second in the East, they're not a sexy 2 seed. Right, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? His was, I think you were kind of alluding to a bit ago, though. Here goes rivalry week, what they call it, which is, shout out to the NBA. They've been pumping this for the last couple of years. Starts January 20th, what they call Rivals Week. Spurs and the Rockets are going to play that Tuesday. Lakers and the Nuggets will also play that Tuesday, January the 20th. Wednesday, when the hell did the Cavs and the Hornets become a rival? They just wanted to get LaMelo on the schedule.
Yes, we got to find a reason to play LaMelo.
Yeah, and when the hell did OKC and the Bucks become rivals?
I kind of like that though. Giannis versus them boys.
Yeah, but like you can't. My problem is you can't name something Rivals Week. This is not me. This is the NBA put this out. Like the first 2 games, I get it. In-state, Spurs, Rockets, and then the Lakers and the Nuggets have met a number of years in the playoffs. Gotcha. But the NBA, what are we doing? Like none of these games. When the hell? I mean, maybe you can stretch it and say OKC and Dallas because of the Clay thing, but who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't no real bad. The Lakers are gonna play the goddamn gonna play Washington. Who what?
No, that's the Lakers. Clippers.
I mean, I'm sorry, the Clippers. The Clippers. I'm tripping.
That's rival. I mean, that's rival.
It's not really.
Golden State and Dallas with Clay. That's a little. That
ain't really a rivalry though.
This the WWE thing that I was saying. You got it.
Okay, well, talk to me about the Rockets and the Pistons. Sell that to me.
Nah, I think that's the Thompson brothers. They're gonna bank on the Thompson brothers. They're gonna sell that versus each other. Kind of the 2 biggest improvement teams from last year. Hopefully at that time the Pistons continue where they left off, and the Rockets, are good. That could be ugly. I think they tried to do the finals matchup again with the Pacers and OKC. I think the injuries, they disqualify certain teams because of injuries. Then they left certain teams in there. Me personally, I would have thrown Cleveland and Miami. That got a little chippy in the playoffs last year.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Instead of the Hornets. The Hornets, I don't get the rivalry.
Milwaukee and Boston. I feel like that's more of a rivalry.
Right.
Than Milwaukee and OKC. I would have thrown OKC in Denver or OKC in the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It seemed like early on I'm looking, OKC. Yeah, they threw them the Rockets first night, but they giving OKC a pretty easy, I don't really. I know, like basketball, you're going to play everybody, but OKC throwing them on against some bad teams.
We looked at week 1, opening week. The Lakers are doing heavy lifting. They played the opening night and they played that Friday. Rivals week, they doing a lot of heavy lifting. They started off on Tuesday. And then they play again that Saturday. They play Tuesday. They play Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
3 games.
Like the Lakers are doing a lot of heavy lifting. So like this notion that they are not still the marquee franchise. And I know maybe the NBA, maybe Bron already kind of wink, nudge that this is it for me this year.
Or maybe
and so they gonna just
maybe it's a new more, you know what I'm saying? It's a new young white boy in town. You know what I'm saying?
Look, we do got in shape Luka. We got in shape Luka now. So
yeah, I would have liked to see Minnesota there a little bit more. Okay, you could have gave me Minnesota and OKC. I would have.
You could have gave me Minnesota and Denver.
I would like to see Minnesota and Denver. I would
Yeah,
like
that was a great playoff series.
Minnesota up there a little bit more. I would like to see, my Magic. We don't get no love. I was thinking, okay, they're gonna like us this year.
Okay,
Jeez.
who would be a rival? Who's a rival for y'all? I guess you could have went in state and did Miami and did the Heat, right?
We don't like Miami. We don't like Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all those were. I'm with you, especially like again, if you're the NBA, you want to promote young stars. To your point, I would be pushing Paolo Banchero with all my might if I'm the NBA. He would have been on my opening. He would have been on opening week for me. Them not being on opening week with Banchero to me is dropping the ball already too. Because what you have to do is you got to tell the decaf, the casual fans, you got to let them know we think he's one of them ones.
He's a star.
Yeah, and you have to put him in those games. Now, he got to produce and play big, but you got to put him in those positions. You know what I'm saying? And then people going to be like, hold on, so this motherfucker is 6'11"? He handles the ball. He shoots it. You know, he brings it up the court. You know what I mean? He do. Okay, damn. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got to have to sell him. And again, I'm with you. I think Minnesota needs some better position. They got him on here, but they just
Spurs could have been in there one more time.
Agreed.
Spurs could have been. I like to see the Spurs.
They could have played the Rockets, and they could have played the Mavericks. They want to just keep it all in state.
Spurs I think they gave us that one on opening week, and then they gave us the Rockets.
Gave us the Rockets on the rivalry.
The Spurs versus Denver, Victor and Joker, or the Spurs and
OKC.
Yeah, has been good. Yeah, they could have thrown that.
Oh no! Let back up. They could have went sack just for if we talking about storylines.
Yeah. Now I think Sack's gonna take a step back. I think even you could. I want to see New Orleans. You can throw New Orleans. I think they could have. You could have found a matchup. I would like to see what
is this I think the NBA is telling us what they think about this guy. We haven't seen Memphis at all.
Oh, Ja.
Yeah, I think the NBA's been done with Zion. But
I just had a big argument with the homies about this, man.
Yeah, we're not seeing no Ja at all.
Yeah.
I mean, until he
had that moment.
Yeah, I mean, because again, we're talking about you're supposed to be promoting your game and your young stars, and we just looked at who's next, and I mean, we're talking about. Let me go back to the opening week. So opening week, we giving you a bunch of old heads. If we're gonna keep it a buck, opening week, we got the hot new young champions versus technically they used to be a really young Rockets team, but they new acquisition is an old head, right? Then the same night we get the ultimate old head game, right? With the Lakers and the Warriors. Then Cleveland and New York, it's not old heads, but it's established guys already, right? Like Cat, we already know who Cat is, you know what I'm saying? Spider, you know what I'm saying? The Mavericks, you get to see Wemby go against the Mavs, but again, I know we got the young boy in there from Duke, but and then you got a bad matchup Thursday with OKC and the Pacers because of the injury. Then you get more old niggas, Denver and the Warriors. Again, more established old cats again on Friday with Boston and New York, and then you finish it off with the Lakers again. I mean, like, where's the Bancheros? Where is
young stars? They're giving us Shea, they're giving us Brunson, they're giving us Victor, and they're giving us Ant. That's it. All the rest, I mean, you got Joker, Steph, LeBron, and KD. Other than that, it's Ant, it's Shea, and it's Brunson.
But we only getting so look, we are getting Brunson twice. We're getting Shea twice. Now Shea's the MVP, no problem there. Brunson plays for the Knicks, got you. Why are we getting Ant once in the opening week? And we're getting LeBron twice. We're getting Steph twice. You know what I'm saying? Why are we getting him once?
And it's crazy because Ant probably is the most exciting out of all three of those guys.
That's my point.
but they probably saying Minnesota don't have the mark. I mean, hey, New York is New York, man.
No, I'm with you. I'm just simply, I guess maybe more or less, I'm looking at it at if I'm the NBA, if I'm the commissioner, and I have all these new toys per se at my disposal. Not talking about the player, I'm talking about these networks, these streaming services at my disposal. Man, I'm trying to say, I'm telling them because I know what these streaming services want. They want what they know is going to sell. They want LeBron. They want Steph. They want KD because that's the known commodity.
Because we got to
You know
get you to go and search this game.
But if I'm the commissioner, I got to be able to. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be able to sell them. Yeah, man. But Ben Caro is next up. He's a bad mofo, man. You got to keep Wemby on your service because Wemby 7'5". He do all this, man. Ja Morant, I know he has some problems, but whoo, look at the highlights. You know what I'm saying? He finna set this like Boosie say. He gonna set this bitch off when he come through there. You understand? Like, and you gotta let them see. Ja, is he the king of the NBA YNs in terms of like the young cats gravitating toward a young dude? I think it's Ja. Like they kind of cooled off. It seemed like on LaMelo a little bit.
Yeah, him and LaMelo.
Him and Ant.
And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I would say Ja and Ant are a step above LaMelo with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we don't get none of him. Poor Trae Young, he makes all-star teams, but he never gets to play on TV.
I was gonna say Atlanta with the changes that they made and the acquisitions. I like their draft. Mm-hmm. Last year they had the number 1 pick, and we didn't watch them play one time. So I mean, Atlanta should technically be up there just off of all that. I guess nobody don't care about the Hawks. Normally Miami would find their way in there somewhere. I guess we ain't too big on Hero.
I guess not.
You gotta think about some of the other, like a lot of the young stars though. The Devin Booker train, seemed like it's go. The Zion Williamson, like we said, Trae Young. It's a lot of stars where this is the league kind of saying, hey, that's what we don't care about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny. I'm looking back at the All-Star team, and I mean, they giving us the All-Stars. I mean, when I look at the team, I mean, Giannis is not heavily promoted on here on any of these things. And I still think personally, Giannis is the best basketball player in the world. If I had to pick right now who's the number 1 player in the world, I would still take Giannis.
Over Joker.
Yeah, I would take Giannis 1, Joker 2. Just because what Giannis is gonna give me defensively.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Giannis, they're not pushing. What other All-Stars? Who else on them All-Star team?
Let me see. Giannis is not being put. We talked about Trae Young.
Embiid's not being pushed, but we know why.
But I get it. Yeah, we get the Embiid thing. I mean, technically Tyler Hero made the All-Star team, and we don't got no Miami nowhere.
Him and Bam made All-Star team.
Yeah, and we don't got. That's what I'm saying. We don't got no Miami anywhere. But everybody else thought. I mean, you got Jalen. So the All-Star team. I forgot how weird they did it. I'm like, why can't I find the roster? I forgot how weird they did it. With splitting everything up.
Yeah.
But you got guys that it was a lot of old heads made though. I mean, okay. So I mean, they do got the Pistons. Shout out to them for throwing a bone to the Pistons in that rivalry week to get Cade out there. You know what I'm saying? I think he's good to. He's a young guy that people need to see.
Yeah, and I think that'd be cool to see the Thompsons face off against each other.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think the NBA is in a weird little transition period right now in terms of that 2010, those stars from the 2010s, all that's kind of wrapping up. KD, Bron, Steph, Harden, you know what I'm saying? That whole wave they all aging out. They fighting, but that's all aging out. You know what I'm saying? Paul George, all that is aging out. And we got some new young guns coming in. I mean, we just crowned a champion with the Thunder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if anybody can, you know what I'm saying, what's somebody going to do with them. So I thought that was interesting, though, not seeing any Ja. Let me see when the first big thing we see Ja on. Let me see if we got any. So they do What's another big day for them? Oh, the MLK Day is big, right, for the NBA?
Yeah.
Let me see. We got MLK Day, and then Christmas. So let me see. They got MLK Day scheduled.
So I'm looking.
Here we go.
Their first televised game will be on Prime on Halloween versus the Lakers.
So again, you got to put the Lakers on there to get Ja.
And
you got to put them against LA.
December 22nd, we get them on Peacock versus OKC. So we're not gonna see much of the Grizzlies at all. Now, they do have 2 back-to-backs against us, which that could have been a rivalry because of Bane. So they could have thrown them on with us, and it been Bane versus Memphis.
But look, we're seeing all the same teams over and over again because now we're on a totally different week. This is the Dr. King Day game. So they always have Atlanta there for the obvious reason with Dr. King. Yeah. So you got Atlanta and the Bucks, OKC and Cleveland again. I think they were also in the rivalry. When did we see OKC? I thought we saw them, right? OKC and Cleveland. Am I tripping? But they've been on a couple of things, right? Both teams. I think they in all the weeks so far. So you get OKC, Cleveland. You get the Mavs and the Knicks, who again, the Mavs are on the opening week. They on Rivals Week. They here on King Day as well. Same thing for the Knicks.
Versus Dallas. I like that.
And then you also get Boston and Detroit. Boston is for them not to. I mean, I get it. It's Boston, and we didn't know what was going to happen with Tatum, but they're everywhere as well.
So Jaylen Brown has the chance to.
He gonna have a lot of televised games,
and he can come out even if Boston don't want to move on with him, and because Jaylen Brown, what is he, like top 5 highest paid? At one time, he was the highest paid.
He was, the highest paid.
They just made Tatum the highest paid after him. They're kind of in limbo. They don't really know. I think Tatum got hurt. That kind of saved Jaylen Brown's tenure with Boston. He's got the opportunity. We was talking about the opportunity Shedeur had. If Jaylen Brown goes out and averages 28, he's out of there.
Ross, I'm looking at the schedule, Ross. The NBA got a problem. They got a superstar problem. Here goes the Christmas Day games. The same goddamn teams, Ross, Christmas Day. Cleveland and the Knicks, Spurs and OKC, Mavs and the Warriors, Rockets and the Lakers, Minnesota and Denver. They got to start. They got a problem, bro. These are the only teams that they're going to promote the whole season?
Yeah. And I'm looking, so you got me looking at Memphis. I'm going down this rabbit hole. One thing I'm noticing is they got a lot of teams, I guess with the travel, they playing these games back to back, so they don't have to, like for example, when Memphis come to Orlando, they play us back to back. When they go to Minnesota, why isn't John Morant versus Anthony Edwards? Why isn't that one of those marquee matchups? Now we are gonna get it on January 31st and February 2nd, right before the Super Bowl. So that'll be cool. But it's like, why? That could be one of those games, Rivals Week, Christmas Day game, whatever. That's Mike Conley playing against his old team. That's Ant versus Ja. They've had playoff duels. They're probably the 2 most athletic guys in the whole NBA. Like, that should be a push thing. That would even be dope to just see the banter between them two.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just on how they both approach the game. Like, that's got to be something on TV.
Agreed. Yeah, I haven't seen these schedules. I'm actually, like the white boys say, I'm floored. I'm floored that we're getting the same teams over and over again, bro. This is crazy. Yeah, I think those are good games. I'm just looking at it from the perspective of just growing the league. That I don't know that this is doing a service. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, it ain't looking too hot.
You understand? Like, it's just we're just getting the same teams over and over again. So yeah, we'll shout out to the league, man. Shout out to the league. I think it's gonna be a fun year. Way too early predictions. Who would you like? Who you think? OKC running it back. A lot of injuries out there right now.
I'm not gonna say OKC.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Dallas got to
West,
get healthy. I was gonna say Dallas got to get healthy.
my two favorites in the West is Denver and Houston so far, as of now.
Over OKC, you take both of them over OKC right now.
Both of them. I love what Denver did. A lot of people sleep on what Denver did. I love what they did. Houston, I think with Ime, they just gonna play that type of basketball. I love what they was able to keep with bringing KD. So I'm gonna go those two. In the East, I'm gonna say my Magic, and I'm gonna say the Knicks. It's gonna be the Knicks and my Magic. I see the Knicks kind of being third or fourth. I could see my Magic being top three. I could see. Okay, I'm gonna throw one out there. I could see Philly turning it around, being good this year again.
But again, with Philly, it's just about health. It's not about they have a good enough team to win the championship.
Right.
Like every position, they're literally good. Like every single position, they're straight. It's just health with them. Where did Powell? I forget though. Where did Norman Powell go?
Norman Powell went to Miami. No, was it Miami?
Where did he go?
Norman Powell.
No, Bain went to Orlando. Where did Norman Powell go? I keep forgetting where he went.
I think it was Miami, right? Yeah, he went to Miami.
Okay. So, yeah, you got man, if you get a game with him and Hero both get going, then you got Bam down there. That can get scary.
Yeah, and the young guys that they kept all the good young guys. So, behind me, you still got the other Highsmith kid. You got the big man Khalil Ware that they didn't want to trade. So Miami, I think everybody sleep on Miami and Atlanta. I'm not the biggest Trae Young fan, but I love the moves they made. I think Atlanta will be a good regular season team. They'll take that jump similar to the Pistons. I think Miami,
Who's your point guard? Who's the point guard in Miami though? I think that's what I'm struggling at.
And then they brought in Davion Mitchell, the kid from Baylor that won the ring, defender.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I like him because I know he'll get after you. He's gonna get after you.
They throw him in for defense. Hero really is the one where
I don't.
They want him to go from you're a bucket getter to we're gonna bring some guys in to get buckets around you. We need you to be a little bit of a playmaker. And Hero has that, but he just looks to score so much.
What's crazy though is that they actually, in my opinion, had the perfect point guard. He was just too old. Like Kyle Lowry, I thought would have been a perfect point guard for what they do. Somebody who's just older, smart. He ain't gonna take a lot of shots. Everything he gonna do is gonna be correct. He gonna make the right pass. He gonna take charge. He loved to take charges. So I know they love that in Miami, but he was just too old now. So I don't know who fits in that mold that they can go get. I think if they had a savvy point guard who wasn't worried about scoring, I like the Mitchell kid. Like you said, you can definitely bring him in kind of a la Marcus Smart. Right. He can come in, you know what I'm saying, play D, muck up the game. He can guard ones and twos because he's strong as hell.
And if they have Van Fleet, that would be the one for them.
I'm not a big Van Fleet fan. Over his tenure in Houston, I'm not. I've kind of felt I'm a big Toronto Van Fleet fan.
He was y'all best player in the playoffs last
year. Yeah, and you saw what happened, didn't you? Did you watch the games or no?
7.
What round did we lose in 7?
First round.
Yeah, and what seed were we again? The 2 seed? Yeah, I'm out. I'm good on that. That's not a flex.
Averaged 8 points.
Let's see. Well, they traded him. They shipped him and his old lady out, literally and figuratively. Shipped all that shit out. And I think, you know what's crazy? I think Phoenix got better. I'm talking like old boy, like he told Greeny. And Greeny, guess what?
You think Phoenix got better?
Yeah, I do.
How?
Yes. Well, first of all, Ross, they couldn't get worse, Ross. They were like 10th in the West last year. Ain't too much more worse they can be. They didn't make the play in.
Okay, so Dylan Brooks, he gonna play enough defense for everybody, I guess.
Well, last year nobody played any defense whatsoever.
That's one. And you brought in Dylan Brooks. That's it. So
you brought it. No. Whoa. That's way better than anything they had last year, Dylan Brooks.
Right, but you lost all your buckets.
No, you didn't. We got a young boy in there.
You finna go back to Devin Booker shooting the ball 40 times a game.
No, why? We got Green over there. Green can go get a bucket. Green led the number 2 team in the West. Green was the leading scorer on that team for the Rockets.
Was he?
Let's not act like he led the Rockets in scoring last year. Not Shingun. It wasn't a lot. It was like 22-23, but he led him in scoring, though. I'm just telling you what he did. He led him in scoring.
So Green's going to be better than Bradley Beal was over there.
At this point in his career, yes, he's better than Bradley Beal. Yes.
But
he's not better than Washington Bradley Beal.
All the reasons Bradley Beal didn't work there, I think is going to translate into Jalen Green. They wanted Bradley Beal to go there and be Drew Holiday. And Bradley Beal say, no, I scored the ball. And he still went and averaged 18. And everybody said that was a failure. If Jalen Green thinks he's going to go there and Devin Booker just got $70 million a year, and if he thinks he's finna go there and Devin Booker ain't finna put him in the corner, we seen what Jalen Green, what happens when Jalen Green isn't engaged. He shoot the ball 6 times, he go 2 for 6 with 7 points. So how do you put a guy like that next to Devin Booker, who we seen Devin Booker still ain't never seen a shot he don't like? He wasn't afraid to put KD and Bill in the corner. So we know what he gonna do. Think about it now. We know what he gonna do to Jalen Green.
But I think Jalen Green actually thrives in that position. I don't think Jalen Green. Well, I don't think he wants to be a number 1 guy. I think that he's more comfortable because, like before, what you were looking at before were 3 guys who had been quiet as it's kept. People act like Bradley Beal wasn't. I know they weren't winning a lot over there, even after John Wall left.
Yeah, average 30.
Bradley Beal was a clear-cut number 1 bucket getter in Washington.
Oh, I think Bradley Beal is still a bucket. Like, people sleep. He had a bad year.
Just because he went to Florida, timeout now. Just because he went to Florida, we ain't gonna act like he's still in his prime. He's no longer in his prime.
He wasn't buying in to y'all not finna make me Drew Holiday. For some reason, I don't agree with.
Stop disrespecting Drew Holiday, man.
That's what I'm saying. For some reason, he took that as an insult. Me, I don't see it as an insult. If he probably would have been a little bit more like Drew Holiday, they would have been a little bit more successful. But as far as getting a bucket in the league, like on some,
he's a professional bucket. I'm with
really
you.
Talk to the players about how to get to it. Bradley Beal gonna be one of them names that come up. He's a bucket.
No, I agree. But I'm just simply saying,
like, he's not even. I mean, it's some guys that we don't even look at like that. And they average 18. They shoot a way worse clip than Bradley Beal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I'm just saying at this point, he's getting a little older. Jalen Green is definitely younger, more athletic, more explosive. And I think that he's more comfortable letting, I don't think that he's going to trip on letting Devin Booker do what he do. And then he just come in and get his 18 and he's fine with that. I think he's perfectly cool. I think Green would be cool with a nice dunk and 18 to 20 points a game. I think he's perfectly fine with that.
He already got his bread. He got his old lady. Okay, I feel you.
Yeah, I think if he can get him a good highlight dunk and 18 to 20 a game, he don't give a damn if Bradley Beal shoot it 40 times. And then, like you said, they also got, he's getting long in the tooth as well, but, we know Brooks is going to play some defense.
So they got Devin Booker, Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, Grayson Allen, Bol.
Another defender. That's a pretty good squad. I think they got better.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Matter of fact, let me go. Hold on. Let me go on record right now. Let me go on record early. You know, this is way too early predictions right now, but let me go on record real early and say this for Phoenix.
Shout out my nigga Gucci. Shout out my nigga Gucci. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shout out my
nigga. Go listen. It's not a big stretch, but first of all, they will make the play-in this year. Well, they didn't make it last year, Ross, so that's an improvement already. So they will make it. They're at least going to be in the play-in.
Hold on. We got to challenge that. The Spurs are going to be better.
Agreed.
Spurs.
Okay, so let's give it. So you get 10 teams technically make it with the play-in. So
I'm saying, Phoenix didn't make it last year. Do we think they take a bigger jump than San Antonio?
They don't got to take a bigger jump than San Antonio.
Okay, is Memphis going to be in there?
No.
So Memphis don't make the play-in.
I think they're going to end up trading either Ja or, well, I guess they just paid Jackson. Didn't they just pay him? Somebody got to go. I mean, they traded Bane already.
I think New Orleans will be better.
Now, that's a wild card. I don't believe in New Orleans, but I'm with you. They potentially, because like they have like it's pieces there of a good team.
Pieces. They drafted well this year.
I agree.
I love the young kid. He balled in the summer league. I think New Orleans will be better. Sacramento was in it last year.
No, Sacramento won't be in it this year. Stop. So they only got to beat out. So it's 15 teams. So they got to be better than 5 teams. So let me tell you, the Trailblazers are going to be trash. The Jazz are going to be trash.
Blazers going to be trash with Dame coming back.
Dame's not playing. I don't know why you keep saying this, Ross. The man tore his Achilles, bro. He's not playing next year.
Bro, that's 7 months nowadays, bro. I seen Jason Tatum is walking without a boot already.
Yeah,
that was 3 months ago.
It sounds great. It sounds great. I'm telling them, y'all better sit y'all ass down somewhere, bro. Aaron Rodgers said he could play too. I know. But I'm saying Trailblazers are going to be trash. Jazz are going to be trash. The Kings are going to be trash. Who else we got on here? Duke is scary, though. Yeah, I don't believe in the Pelicans. You do. I don't think the Pelicans are going to be good again. And so now they got to find one more team. So I said, I said the Trailblazers.
Actually, you said Golden State, so say Golden State again.
Well, I mean, they were in the play-in. Let's not act like they wasn't in the play-in.
And they beat your team first round.
They did. That's because we had a bad point guard. I say the Grizzlies don't make it. The Kings don't make it. The Trailblazers, the Pelicans, and the Jazz. That's the 5 I say that don't make it. I think Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry will figure out a way to make at least the play-in. I'm going to give both Jimmy and Clay that much respect to say they figure out a way. I think Memphis, though, is in a free fall. They fired their coach. I think they're in a free fall. But I'm looking at the West. God damn, it is tough, though. I gotta tip my hat to you because it is hard to find because the teams that
realistically in the West do you think have a chance to win?
To win the chip?
Yeah.
So okay, Thunder obviously they just won it.
Mm-hmm.
The Nuggets because they won it a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. Shout out my nigga Gucci. The Lakers.
Realistic chance to win. You don't even want to say Houston. You're a hater, dog. I
just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see. Okay, let's talk. Before we're going to transition to the NFL. I would love for my Rockets to be good. I'm just trying to figure out, like, I don't even understand, like, how they're going to play. I have no clue how they're even going to play. Are they going to play fast? Are they going to play through Şengün? Are they going to play through Durant now? Like, I don't know how they're even going to play basketball. Like, what's the offense?
They're going to play like every other Ime team.
The fuck does that mean? Ime's never had a low post score. This is his first time having a low post score. He didn't have that before.
Who's Şengün?
Yeah.
So they're gonna do what they did last year, and then now you got KD there. It's gonna be hard nose. It's gonna be a fight every single night, and then now you got KD to make all the clutch shots. What's so difficult?
I just don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, maybe at a certain, I reserve the right to come back after I watch them play and see the style and say, okay, you know what? Shout out my nigga Gucci. Shout out to Ime, because I didn't see him playing this style. I mean, he might play a way that I'm not even envisioning right now. I just don't see how the offense looks, because we know what KD does. We know where he likes the ball on the floor. We know he likes to get to his spots.
But he's not a ball stopper.
I'm not saying he is. But I'm with you. I'm just simply saying though, like I'm bringing up KD because I'm saying we know what he likes to do. The rest of these guys, I don't know how they like. Did you not watch Şengün in the playoffs? Like, he didn't even look like he made the All-Star team, and I was watching him like, what the hell is he even doing? Like, I had no clue what he was doing. He was missing layups. He wasn't dunking the ball. He acted like he couldn't shoot. He was running people over, getting charges. Maybe Şengün takes another step, but right now I don't see it. He's not athletic. He's not fast. He doesn't play defense.
I was in his head, man.
Okay, well, shit. I mean, I don't. I'm just.
Okay, I got you. Does Minnesota have a chance?
I'm down on Minnesota, bro. I told you last time we brought them up. I think the Alexander Walker loss is a bigger deal than everybody else thinks it is. I know we saying they got guys who's going to step up, but I promise you, I think that kid was a real big part of what they did. And I'm not saying the other young guys can't play. Shout out to your man, T. Shannon. I'm not saying the other boys can't play. I'm just saying we haven't seen them in those positions yet. So we got to, and your boy took a step back last year. The sixth man.
DiVincenzo, Naz Reid.
No, Naz Reid took a step back to me last year. I thought he was going to play better. Maybe he didn't take a step back, but at least let's just say this, he stayed the same. And I thought he was going to.
Got to find their.
Yeah. And so we know that they got. So here's the problem with Minnesota, Ross. We know no matter what, excuse me. We know no matter what, they got a. How tall is he? 7'3". I don't know how tall is that motherfucker.
Gobert 7'2", 7'3".
Yeah. So they got a 7'2" Rudy Gobert problem, no matter what. Right? We know it. That's an issue for them. Then they got a Julius Randle problem, because we don't know from. He played great against the Lakers and then was ass the next series. So they got to, and then DiVincenzo really hasn't really meshed with Ant maybe this year. So I don't know. I'm down on Minnesota. I need to see them right now. Right now, I wouldn't put Minnesota as a contender. I would actually put, and this pains me to even say this, I would put the Warriors as a contender before I put Minnesota. Real talk. So just because at least I know what the Warriors are going to do. See, my thing, when I'm looking at guys sight unseen as contenders, I'm saying, okay, I know I saw the Warriors, what they were looking to do. If Steph doesn't get hurt, who knows what happens with that run. But that's what happens also when you get old, you start getting hurt.
Okay, so where you put Clippers, they got a chance?
No, they the Clippers, no. Clippers gonna clip.
I think the Clippers are a sleeper.
Okay, here's the problem. Again, let me give you the problem, Ross, with the Clippers. First of all, the Clippers are the Clippers, number one. Number two, you got two guys who their entire career is defined by playoff failures. Playoff P and James Harden. That's what their career is defined.
George is in the other team, man.
I'm sorry. My bad. I was going in on
Chris Paul.
Well, no, let's leave Chris Paul out of this. You got James Harden and they got what you call him over there? Not Paul George.
You disrespectful.
No, Paul George is a player. I mean, my God, I'm just saying.
Paul.
Chris Paul, he's not gonna play though. They got Bradley Beal. That's what they got. They got Bradley Beal now, right? Am I tripping?
You better not say playoff failure.
Can somebody point to me a bunch of playoff wins from Bradley Beal?
I don't think he ever played in the playoffs.
Hey, there you go. So what are we talking about? Like, you telling me these guys are gonna win the chip, and you got a guy that don't got no playoff win experience, and another guy who perennially is just bad.
But we got one guy that might have one of the best playoff resumes.
Y'all better stop. I promise you, I'm not even trolling when I say this. I'm not trolling at all. No troll. I do not have Kawhi Leonard in my top 50 all time. He's nowhere near my top 50.
That's what I'm saying. That's how we know you're a hater. That's how we know you're a hater. You came on here and was trying to say Scottie Pippen was the best three. You was comparing him to KD and people. Scottie Pippen. And then now you want to say Kawhi Leonard's not in your top 50.
I think he's just overrated. I probably trolling a little bit with the top 50. He's probably around 35 to 40.
Kawhi Leonard might be.
Stop.
Barring injury.
Stop.
Kawhi might be like the fourth best small forward.
Yeah, all right. You finna have me wrap up the show like my man did, dog. All right, man. That's
barring injury. He might be the fourth.
Stop. You don't believe that, Ross.
Small forward, Brian.
You don't believe that, Ross. He is
Brian, KD, Bird. Who else?
Dominique Wilkins.
I'm taking Kawhi. Why are you taking Dominique?
Let's move on. Let's go to football, man.
Dominique do better than Kawhi.
Let's go to football, man.
I want to hear.
Let's go to football, dog. Let's go to football, man. Hey, man, look, man.
No. What does Dominique do better than Kawhi?
I just think he's a better player than Kawhi Leonard.
He ain't won more than Kawhi.
Okay. Tell me the point in his career where he was supposed to win something.
That's the argument that I always make. You can't.
What do you mean that's the argument you make?
No, you can't make that argument.
Sure, I can.
That argument. No, he was at the top of his position. He was one of them ones. When you walk into that room with all the other Hall of Famers that you played in the league with, you had to be able to say, "Yeah, I got through." Also, I think that's the difference between guys when they play with. I brought that up even with the T-Max and Kobe argument. I brought that same point up. Tell me when they was supposed to be, when they was going into the playoffs as a favorite and didn't hold up their side of the bargain. No, I brought up that argument that you can't use that. Y'all Kobe guys don't go with that argument. So Kobe and LeBron guys don't go with that argument. You can't use that in this scenario.
Hold on, though. We can't just sit back and say he didn't win and then say
he did not win.
Okay, fine. I'm fine with that. But
when Kawhi Leonard walks next to Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, all the other greats that are going to be in the Hall of Fame, rest in peace, Kobe. He ain't going to be there physically. But I'm saying when his name is etched in that room, he belongs. He won in that era.
So let me ask you a question. Can we agree that
right there with those guys?
Can we agree that the 80s and 90s was a much more physical league?
Would that matter?
I'm just asking a question.
Yes.
Can we agree?
Yes.
Right. So it was much more physically demanding. It was harder to score because of the rules, hand checking. You could literally put your fucking hand on somebody's hip.
Right.
In that league.
Right.
Can I give you some numbers in that league what Dominique did scoring wise in that league? Because you're gonna talk about Kawhi Leonard. And I'm gonna tell you in that league, that man with 30, 30, 30, 26, 27, 26, 28, 30. That's what that man did in that league. That man was averaging 30 a night. Multiple seasons, 4 or 5 seasons of 30. Come on, man. Y'all just can't keep disrespecting Dominique. The man was getting multiple years of 30. We can't take like that's just no big deal. We just go, oh, well, who cares about 30? Like, what? 30? In a more physical league? Come on.
Like James Harden to me.
Huh?
Sound like James Harden to me.
Well, we talking about Kawhi Leonard right now. We talking about small.
Okay, hold on. So Dominique, 7-time All-NBA, 9-time All-Star, 1-time scoring champ.
Listen, Kawhi will never get near a
Stop
scoring
you,
record.
Kawhi, 2-time champ.
Oh, no. Oh, that's weak. That's weak.
Hold on. I'm just reading the accolades. 6-time All-NBA, so Dominique has one more. 6-time All-Star, so 3 more All-Stars. 2-time champ, two Finals MVP, 2 Defensive Player of the Years, 7 All-Defensive teams, a Steals champ. Come on, bro, stop it.
So what you're telling me is that he played better defense than Dominique. That's what you just said. Because Dominique's better than everything else except the defensive stuff.
And winning. Finals MVP twice.
Ross.
You tell me MVPs matter. Hold on, Mr.
No,
MVP.
he don't got no MVPs,
Yes,
Ross.
he do. He got one in the biggest moment, the finals.
Nobody's ever talked about finals MVPs ever. Stop this stuff. Nobody ever only Jordan people bring that up. Nobody cares about finals MVPs.
He won 2 finals MVPs against KD and LeBron James.
Who cares? Who cares?
He won a finals MVP against LeBron James, the GOAT.
Look. I got some backup in here. Shout out to artificial intelligence, man. Who cares?
That's artificial intelligence.
We got some real AI in here. I'm telling you, a man is getting multiple years of 30 plus in a more physical league, won a scoring title in that league, right? He got more All-Star appearances, more All-NBAs, and then you want to talk to me about some Tony Parker got a finals MVP. So what?
Tony Parker is one of them guys.
Stop it. You taking Tony Parker over Chris Paul?
Yes. What?
Okay, let's go to football, man. All right. Listen, we're not gonna have this conversation, Ross. I refuse to do it today, Ross. We got to move
Rondo over Chris Paul too.
Yeah, we're gonna move on. Yeah. Look, I'm with AI. This is what I was gonna get to. He was a 4th option on the championship team, dude. Come on, fam.
What option was he on Toronto when he hit the game winner against?
I'm glad you said that. You know, AI be right on this shit, right? AI be right on it.
Come on, artificial.
He got lucky against Golden State because both KD and Clay went out with injuries. Makes sense.
I feel you, and I believe Golden State probably would have won. We can't.
Probably about it.
We can't say he got lucky and he went and won he got lucky when the ball bounced off the rim 4 times and he hit the game winner against Philly. That's what look, we don't care about luck. LeBron got lucky. Kyrie made a step back on Steph Curry. We can't talk about luck. Stop it. Y'all guys are crazy.
Rondo over CP3 is literal insanity, though. I ain't gonna hold you, Ross. You my man, 50 grand, but I'm gonna refute. Actually, that's a better conversation than Tony Parker over CP3.
Why?
The Rondo conversation is a better conversation than Tony Parker, although that's not close either. But the Tony Parker thing is insanity.
I'm taking a lot of point guards over Chris Paul.
Oh, shit.
What?
I got it. You know what?
Shout out my nigga Gucci. Shout out my nigga Gucci.
I gotta salute you. I didn't know you was going there. Damn, you 10 toes on the Chris Paul.
Jason Kidd.
I mean, but Jason Kidd is Jason Kidd. Let's not make it seem like that's a stretch.
James Harden.
Well, is he really a point guard? Is he a 2 guard that they put at the point?
It don't matter.
It clearly does.
Chris Paul or Dame Lillard when it's all said and done.
I'm an actual point guard, so give me Chris Paul. You asked me the question, I gave you the answer. I think he's a bet. If I have a team, you know what? Let me give you an example. Chris Paul in his prime, or even toward the end of his prime, would have at least gotten to the finals when he went to Milwaukee. Him and Giannis when he went to the finals.
No.
In the East,
he would have got hurt in the playoffs like he always do.
Well, no, hold on. Time out.
He get hurt every playoffs.
What about the one? Hold on. But what about the time though when he went to a whack ass team in Phoenix and somehow they wound up in the finals?
And they played against Giannis. That was their chance to win. What happened?
It went 7. Goddamn. What you want? Chris Paul was at the end of his peak of his powers.
Do I have to go look at Chris Paul's numbers in the final?
I just told you that he was at the end of the peak. He wasn't peak Chris Paul no more.
Drew Holiday was locking that up.
I would hope that you can lock me up at the end of my career. I would hope that. I would hope that one of the greatest defenders of NBA history can lock me up at the end of my career.
Right. So he never got through. We got to stop. We got to stop awarding guys.
Damian Lillard Lillard ain't never even got there.
Exactly, but Dame did.
What do you mean exactly?
Dame did more with less than Chris Paul.
I'm not going to let you do that. We watched Chris Paul go to OKC when everybody thought that team was going to be left for dead and make the playoff.
One playoff round. We saw Dame. We saw Portland get rid of LaMarcus Aldridge and draft a kid out of Weber State that none of us
and do what with him,
and then go and win a playoff series the next year against James Harden. What are you and Paul George? What are you talking about?
I just told you those are the two playoff chokers, James Harden and Paul George. It makes sense he beat them. Those two are the greatest playoff chokers. Let me not be disrespectful to them. Bro, they are Hall of Famers, but they are not great in the playoffs.
That's your Dominique Wilkins argument.
No, it's not. My Dominique Wilkins argument is that
he was averaging 30. He was on a team where they just weren't supposed to beat Golden State. They couldn't beat Golden State. They weren't supposed to. Same way.
Here's what I'm telling you. Here's what I'm telling you. In that last matchup, right? KD was out, and it was so like the balance of power was. It was are you and Steph gonna like what can y'all do, right? I'm telling you, Dominique never had anything. No disrespect to Doc Rivers in his prime. No disrespect to Spud Webb. Dominique never had anything close. And I'm not saying CJ is all world, but he never had nothing close to a CJ with him. I just got to keep it above. No disrespect to nobody.
How many All-Stars did CJ McCollum?
How many All-Stars? Say, here you go. You want to go. I'm telling you.
Build up CJ McCollum.
I'm not building him up. I said, I'm not saying that he's a
what are you talking about, bro? CJ McCollum ain't never made no All-Star team.
I'm not telling you that CJ is a world beater.
Rookie team.
I'm not telling you he's a world beater. I'm telling you Dominique was playing with a man who was 5'7", is what I'm telling you. He was playing with a man who was 5'7". That's what I'm telling you. You telling me he ain't a world. He playing with a point guard that's 5'7". Come on, Lord. All right, let's move on, man. We gonna have. I'm putting a pin here because we're going to circle back to Dominique, and we also going to circle back to this Chris Paul thing. I didn't know your feelings about Chris Paul. This is eye-opening tonight. Shocking, if you will. Shocking, if you will.
We had this same argument when you was trying to build a Chris Paul. I'm going to say Isaiah Thomas. It's a lot of them guys.
It's only 5 point guards I'm taking over Chris Paul.
Y'all be putting a lot of extras on.
I'm only taking 5 point guards in history over Chris Paul.
Have you ever heard the guys talk about Chris Paul is one of those point guards where he got to get the assist. He don't even make the right play every time. That's why I'm taking a Rondo or a Tony Parker. Like Chris Paul searching for assists.
Well, he searched good because he's like
second all time. Play with.
He like second all time in assists, so I guess he did
well. John Stockton or Chris Paul?
I think John Stockton's a better point guard than Chris Paul. Although me and John Stockton got some beef right now because he was talking crazy about GOAT James recently. He was talking crazy about GOAT James recently.
When it's all said and done, you're gonna take Luka or Chris Paul?
Right now, Chris Paul. I don't know what Luka's gonna do for his career.
All said and done, you take.
I don't know what Luka's gonna do the rest of his career. He might get fat again.
If Luka take his shoes off and never lace them back up.
Oh, Chris Paul. Give me Chris Paul. Well, Ross, do I have to bring it up for you again? Because you brought up them little weak-ass Kawhi Leonard defensive player stats. Do you want me to bring up Chris Paul? How many all-defensive teams he made?
We already figured out they be lying.
So now they only lie for Chris Paul, but not for Kawhi, just for Chris Paul.
Did we ever think Chris Paul was the best defensive guard?
Yes.
So Chris Paul was a better defender than Rondo?
Yes, he's 7-time first-team all-defense.
So Chris Paul was a better defender than Rondo?
You say it one more time. Yes.
So Chris Paul was a better defender than Derrick Rose?
Yeah, way better defender than D Rose. What are you talking about? Yes. D Rose was no great defender. Why you bring up D Rose? He was athletic. He wasn't no great defender.
He was a great defender. The Bulls was the best defensive team.
Ross.
Chris Paul teams weren't even looked at as defensive teams.
You bragged about Kawhi Leonard lead the league in steals 2 times. Chris Paul led the league in steals 6 times. Come on, bro. Stop this stuff.
And Steph Curry led the league in steals 3 or 4
Now
times.
we talking about, how did we get to Steph Curry? We were talking about
Rondo. You can't not count the steal. Everybody say, I don't care about steals. I've heard you.
Who said? I never said that.
So if we're looking at steals, then we got to start talking about Halliburton and Trae Young and all these guys. Steph Curry.
Look, just to give you my history on steals, I thought Allen Iverson should have gotten more credit for being a defensive player because he would lead the league in steals. Like how many times did he lead the league in steals? He would always be one of the top guys in steals in the league. And I was like, yo, Iverson's only like 5'11". Like that's his defense is stealing the ball. Like what do y'all want him to do? Like he ain't gonna block shots. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't gonna be able just to lock people down. Iverson led the league in steals. Iverson led the league in steals 3 times. And I thought that he should have gotten more props for those 3 years he led the league in steals. I just can't believe your Chris Paul disrespect. It's insane. What did Chris Paul do to you, bro?
Overrated, bro.
You just don't like him.
Overrated.
Okay. And it's crazy. I wasn't even a big Chris Paul dude at first. Pause.
Overrated, bro.
Okay. I've seen him win with. I saw him win with David West. I saw him when I say win, I'm talking about like. I know. I'm trying to qualify it. I'm saying like make the playoff. Put it that way. Make playoff runs with David West. I saw him do it with obviously with when he was with the Clippers with Blake Griffin. I saw him go to Houston, and if it's not for a hamstring, they probably wouldn't have chipped. I saw him go to OKC when the team was supposed to be rebuilding, and they was like a 5 or a 6 seed over there. Like every time I see this dude show up, the teams get better. I saw him go to Phoenix and get to a finals. Everywhere he goes, teams get better. That's all I'm telling you. I saw Rondo, right? Play with no. You skipping. I saw Rondo.
To the Lakers and won y'all the chip. Hit all the big time shots. Made all the key defensive plays. He out there orchestrating. He telling AD go here.
Can I ask you a question?
No, Can I ask you a question? He throwing lobs to Dwight. Him and AD had the spin off alley that nobody ain't stopped the whole freaking playoffs. He hit.
Can I ask you?
All of a sudden, Rondo is a knockdown shooter, and the Lakers got a chip.
I got a couple of questions for you. The first question is, if you switch out Rondo for CP3 that year, they don't do the same thing?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
And if you remember, that's the same year when Rondo stole off on CP because he was getting the best of him. CP tried to pull some shit. My dog Nip was right there on the sideline. We all remember. And Rondo swung off.
I don't remember nothing. But what happened to Rondo when he went to Dallas? What happened to Rondo when he went to Sacramento? What happened to Rondo when he went to these other places? What happened to Rondo?
He a real one.
What you mean?
He wasn't rocking.
I'm just saying it wasn't no winning going on when he went to these places. Is what I'm telling you. What happened to all the winning? Because the only time I saw him win is when he got Hall of Famers with him. See, CP3 didn't have Hall of Famers who were better than him. CP3 never played with a Hall of Famer. Maybe you can argue him and James Harden. I would tell you at that time they were probably about equal. CP3 never played. I do believe that Rondo's a Hall of Famer, but Rondo, he won chips with Hall of Famers better than him.
Hold on. Who was the best player on the Clippers when CP3 was there?
I personally believe CP3 was better than Blake Griffin. So I think CP3 was the best player there.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I know.
I think CP3 is more of a Robin than a Batman.
So I'm gonna concede this. Maybe he should have been to have ultimate success, right? But Ross,
I think there's a lot of narratives about him kind of being like he's that guy where he's a good leader. He gonna do and say the right thing, but there's been some narrative that he got a little selfishness. Well, I mean, why is he so hard to play with?
I think all great point guards should be
the wrong way.
No, I got you. I think all small great point guards should be difficult to play with because the only way he's in the league is because he has to be a certain way. He doesn't have the luxury of not being gritty and tough and play because he's not 6'5". He's not like think about this. The way LaMelo plays basketball, right? If he was 6'1" with his style, he would be nowhere near the NBA. Nobody would put up with that bullshit he doing at 6'1". But he's 6'8", 6'9". So hey, you can't teach that. But when you're Chris Paul and you're 5'11", 6 foot, maybe 6'1" on a good day, like he has to play with an edge. He has to play a certain way, and you have to command a certain level of respect from the guys. So he has to like lead in a certain way, and sometimes that can rubs people the wrong way after a while. I get it, but like that's the way that he plays. And I'm with you. It probably cost him a chip.
A couple chips.
But we can't talk discount his great. We'll come back to Chris Paul because I'll fight you to the death on Chris Paul. I'm only taking 5 point guards in history over Chris Paul. That's for the record again. It's only 5. That's it. Possibly 6, maybe 6, but it's only 5. He didn't win an MVP, and I'm still taking him over SGA.
See, that's crazy.
No, it's not. The man's Ross. I'll say this and we'll move on. He's a 12-time All-Star. He's 11-time All-NBA. He's 9-time All-Defense. He led the league in steals 6 times. He led the league in assists 5 times. I mean, what do you want? I mean, my God, Ross. What are we doing? We just like none of that matters. We just
like I said, when he's gonna be in that big room, but certain guys get led up the stairs to that special room where the trophies kept, and Chris Paul he was the president of Players Association. He was on every State Farm commercial for a long time. I mean, we just gotta keep the fact that I salute him. He kept his nose clean. He had his son. He on State Farm. Chris Paul was like your model NBA citizen for a while before all the narratives started coming out and the true colors showed. Not Chris Paul went from being beloved to damn near a villain.
Let me ask you a question. Since you keep talking about these narratives, who started these narratives? Because Blake Griffin.
We got real podcasts. We got players now with microphones. We got
who are these players? Talk to me. Kenyon Martin?
There's been a lot of guys that talk.
I'm asking you. I'm asking. Kenyon?
Who was it? I heard Nick Young say something about Chris Paul.
Okay, well, who cares? Who cares what Nick Young thinks?
Rondo.
Well, they don't like each other. That's fine.
We've seen, shout out to Twitter and YouTube. I mean, have you ever seen a guy hit people in the nuts more? He should be looked at. He should be looked at the same way we look at Draymond. I mean,
but y'all love Dray. Hold on, y'all love Draymond.
Have you ever seen a guy hit somebody?
Y'all love Draymond
around the screen as much as we've seen Chris Paul.
Y'all love Draymond. What are we talking about?
That's the all defensive stuff that's going on.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
By any means necessary.
Yeah, shout out Chris Paul.
I'm just saying, who are these people that don't? Oh, you know who? Oh, I think Boogie Cousins doesn't like Chris Paul.
A lot of people don't like Chris Paul.
Okay, but it seems like the guys that don't like him, though, if we're going to keep it a beam, I mean, if it's guys like Nick Young and that don't like, I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping on that.
Those just the ones that's not scared to come out and talk about the president.
Here's how good he was, though. Here's how good he was. I know they're gonna try to spin a narrative and tell y'all something else. I promise y'all that's fake. He's so good, they vetoed him playing with Kobe in his prime. They said, "Oh hell no, ain't no way we can have Chris Paul team up with Kobe. Hell no, it's a fuck the league up." And the commissioner stepped in and said, "No sir, we're not making it. We y'all got to do another trade."
Shout out David Stern. Hey, I'm a Magic fan too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out my nigga.
Shout out my.
Oh no.
Shout out my nigga Gucci. Shout out my nigga Gucci. Ooh.
Shout out my nigga Gucci. Damn, that's how you feel? We just go just shout out David Stern.
I'm a Magic fan. We were supposed to get Tim Duncan, and it ain't go through.
But yeah, but y'all didn't want to let Tim Duncan girlfriend and stuff ride on the plane. So he was like, "I'm cool. If y'all ain't gonna let my lady on the plane."
Yeah, so it happens. It happens, man. It happens.
Hey, what we doing? All right, man. Let's move on because we didn't been on the NBA. I thought we was gonna do 20 minutes on the NBA. We didn't been an hour and 15 on the NBA. You didn't got me mad tonight talking about Chris Paul. God damn it, Chris Paul, one of the greatest. Oh look! Shout out to AI is in there. Who's typing AI tonight? Ross hates all things LA. He does.
I actually love LA. See,
no, you don't. That's cap.
Hold on. When Chris Paul,
you don't like Kobe
for the Clippers.
You don't like Chris Paul. You don't like LeBron.
I hate the Lakers. I hate the Lakers. I do. And I
That's
really
a big deal in LA.
And I grew to not like them more when they added LeBron James. So yeah, I'm not a supporter of the purple and gold. Everybody gotta remember, I love the Clippers. I love Kawhi. I like, I love the culture, the music. I'm big LA. I love LA. But when it comes to them Lakers, never liked them. Not with Kobe, not with Bron, not with Shaq. Never liked them. Never liked them. Trash. What my boy Bubba Dub say, trash.
My dude Ross don't like the Sparks.
I liked Luka before he got to LA. I mean, y'all got to go back and do your research on me. I was picking Dallas with Luka. I won't pick him now that he's
Ross. That's kind of the point. Like when things get to LA, you don't like them no more.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm anti-Lakers for sure.
They said you hate Bryce James.
Bryce, he a little bit.
Bryce
better.
Ain't even. Bryce in Arizona.
He a little bit better than Bronny. Bryce, a little overrated also. Yes.
Okay, hold on. AI is a real viewer. He hold on. So he was watching last week's Tuesday show. He said, "And Ross, you got to step your Florida knowledge up. That's the Chopper City Juke, made infamous by Popeye, a Miami rapper. That's the end zone dance that CJ, 2K, and Jacoby were doing." There you go. You see, I thought you knew all things Florida.
Oh yeah, see, I was born in '94. If it's past '94,
Be like, I ain't got it.
Yeah. I heard of Chopper City Juke though, and I'm big Florida representative for sure. I got to do my research though. Popeye, Miami rapper. That's the little Chopper City one.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I know CJ 2K. He from out here where I'm at. He from Orlando. So I wasn't expecting him to be doing the Miami dance. I know Jacoby do it. See, and I know Jacoby from Miami. See, us, we know Miami for sticking. We know juking as Tampa.
Hold on. Let's go. Let's get some hip hop shit real quick then. Because what's the difference between, you said sticking?
Miami is stick, Tampa is juking, and then Jacksonville is whooping. That's what we
know. I know what the whoop shit is. What the hell is sticking? Who do sticking? Let me look it up on YouTube.
Miami stick. Yeah, look it up.
Yeah, Miami stick.
Type in Beam BEAM AH, and you're gonna see Miami stick. That's what we know Miami for, sticking. Or we know like Miami pull out the stick. We know Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. That's what we know.
Okay, hold on. I think this is sticking. Hold on. I think we got some sticking. Hold on. Let's see if we got some. Is this sticking? Let me know. Is this sticking right here? Some young bulls doing some sticking. Is this sticking? Hold on.
Yeah, see yeah, sticking. But it's a little different. Everybody got their own little. It's just a little pause. It's a little fast movement in the pause.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's sticking. Yeah. Okay.
So then you got Tampa juking, but that's like some new school stuff. But yeah, that's sticking. Yeah.
Let me see what he's doing. Let me see my boy. He finna kick something. Okay, let's go. Okay, he on some bullshit. This sticking. What is he doing?
He ain't doing nothing.
He on some. I say he bullshit.
Okay, that's the one to tell you. So you see Tampa, Duval is Lil Duval, and then Miami, my boy Chaotic.
So is that why Lil Duval named himself Lil Duval?
He from Jacksonville, Lil Duval.
Got you.
Lil Duval, man, that go back to Comic View with Bruce. And Lil Duval was like our favorite as a kid. And he was from Jacksonville. Yeah. Shout out Duval.
They somebody in the chat.
Okay, that's sticking right there. That's how we stick. It's in the shoulders. Yeah. See, that's Miami.
He said, yeah.
That's what we really learned. Then somebody grab your hand and you drop. You know what I'm saying? Right there. It's the yeah. See, that's us. That's what we. Right.
Okay, that's sticking.
That's sticking. So then Tampa, it's crazy because I was on this today. Now Tampa, shout out Tampa Tony. They got that keep juking. They looking, keep juking, and they do juking. And I told you Kaya also. Shout out Kaya. Kaya came out with the Kane Wayne.
Kane Wayne with it.
And there was another one called "Let Me See You Squirrel." But like that's Tampa. You know, they got their own little way of how they move. Shout out.
Oh, I got some.
Tap in. Where you from?
I got some YNs talking about they doing the keep juking. Hold on, let me see what they got going on with this keep juking. Hold on, let me see what we got. Let's see if we play some of this.
That's some real Tampa shit right there.
Here we go. Let's see what they got. Okay, it's the keep juking shit. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Okay.
But see, they really ain't know. You gotta find the old, but yeah, okay, he get a little groovy, but they really don't know. See that? Okay, that's Tally-Ho. So that's up there. That's them. They probably up there in Tallahassee just trying to rep their look. I told you, see, when you go different places, especially with like the schools, everybody kind of gonna rep their own little movement from where they. So you got Tampa, Jacksonville, and Miami, all a little different.
One of my best friends, dog, when I was growing up in junior high was from Tallahassee. That nigga used to give me so much blues. That nigga talked about Florida all the goddamn time.
Go to that Jacksonville whoop, though. Show that Jacksonville whoop. Now that
Jacksonville whoop. Let me see, can I pull that up?
That Jacksonville whoop, that might be the best one. They be going crazy with the hands. They be going stupid. It's a video of a nigga in the street. It's a famous video.
He in the street?
It's an old video. I can send it
with the all black on.
It's he in the middle of the street.
Yeah, this should say it's 11 years from 11 years ago.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, let me play this then. Let's go. This is what is this? This is Jacksonville
Whoop.
Whoop. Okay, this is Jacksonville Whoop. Let's see, can we get this popping? Hold on. Is this it?
Nah, but he look like he finna go crazy though. That's Jacksonville, yeah. See, we all got our own little. They all hands. They be going crazy.
Them niggas too flexible.
Yeah, that right there. He going stupid. That's how Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's Jacksonville. We whooping.
Yeah, that's how they look. They be going stupid.
So that's the whoop. That's all Jacksonville. How about this? Okay, this is what I was looking at right here.
Yeah, it's all
It was all hands. It's just all swinging the hands.
They done doing karate.
Hilarious. Okay, speaking of Duval and all that, I'm seeing a lot of people. We're gonna talk about some football. I want to get to Shedeur here because he got an injury, but let's spend a couple of minutes. We're not gonna spend a lot of time. How you feel about Travis? You good with Travis? We got another game coming up. This weekend we got some games. How you feel about Travis? You good down there in Duval? We straight?
Man, I love Travis Hunter, man. I think we've seen this kid under the spotlight and under the pressure. I think every time he responds the way he should. That was a terrible missed tackle. I'm gonna be honest.
It happens though. That happens. Exactly. It's the NFL. It happens.
I remember a couple years ago, what it was, Jamar Chase had all them drops in the preseason. I remember who was it? It was a good corner. Joey Porter Jr. had a rough preseason a couple years ago. Like, you see guys in the preseason. The thing is, what I love about Travis, he'll catch a pick and have one flash moment, and everybody forget about this. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it.
But that's what I'm fearful of, though, Ross. I'm fearful that he's going to have a possession like that where he has a missed tackle, gives up a touchdown, or gives up big yardage. And now he tries to maybe do too much. Or maybe the reverse. Maybe he drops a pass, or maybe he, catches a pass and like is one move away from getting to the house. He's like, damn it. And now on defense, instead of just, okay, dude made a nice route, let me just tackle him, he tries to dive and jump the route, misses it, and that's 6. That's what I'm nervous about, is him trying to make up for his mistake, or like
other side of the ball.
Yeah, like something happened on that side. Let me do something over here. That's what I'm fearful of, because I think that's a natural human thing to try to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like I know, when you're a corner, if you make a mistake as a corner, it's 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and these are the best receivers in the world. This ain't HBCU receivers, no disrespect. This ain't Big 12 receivers, no disrespect. This ain't Pac-12 receivers, no disrespect. This is the best receivers in the world you're gonna be going against. Mm-hmm. And you miss, and they gone. That's it. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? We on the sideline looking at the damn film now. Like, what happened? So that's what I'm fearful of for him. And that's why I'm kind of like, I wish that my wish, Ross, start him on offense. Very seldom spot play him on defense just to do it. If you go in coverage, let's throw him in there in some coverage situations. We go in coverage, nickel, dime, whatever. We can throw him in there and that, sprinkle him in.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing, you know what I'm saying, to where he got to really, focus in, because I just think it's too difficult. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I got a lot of respect for NFL players, Ross, and I know how much tape Jalen Ramsey says that he watches, the great corners, how much tape they say they watch. And if he's gonna do that plus play offense at a high level, I mean, I'm not saying he can't do it. We just have never seen anyone do it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a corner where you pick and choose your spots, where, like, you can kind of throw him in at the nickel. Like, you can throw him in at the nickel if you're in the red zone and you got a bigger corner. Like, I could see him giving, Mike Evans that's a good name to throw out there. Now, of course, Mike Evans is Hall of Famer. And
he's like, how tall is Mike Evans? Like 6'4", 6'5"?
Right. But I could see, Travis kind of taking some of those bigger matchups. I don't want to see him on smaller, rowdy guys. Like, I don't want to see Travis trying to chase Jamar Chase, or you know what I'm saying? Like, he had no business on
Hold
those.
on. Is he ducking smoke? What are you saying? Hold on. Is he ducking
No,
smoke?
look, they got him listed as the second receiver in the third corner. And
No, but you don't. But hold on. We don't care what they got him listed at, because they got Shedeur listed as the fourth quarterback, and you think he should be starting. So I don't care what they got him listed at. You think he's the best receiver on the team and the best corner. So let's talk that talk.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Brian Thomas.
Okay, who's the best receiver on Jacksonville?
Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas.
Okay. Who's the best corner on Jacksonville?
The young kid. I don't know his name, but they got a good corner. Let's see.
Okay, who's the second best receiver and the second best corner?
So Travis is the second best receiver. Hold on, I'm about to pull up that depth chart right now for you.
Okay, who's the second best corner?
You're not gonna tie me into this. Hold on, I got you right now.
I'm asking. You say he's the second best. Is he the second best? Because if he's the second best receiver and the second best corner, that means he's a starter at both positions.
So they got Jerrion Jones, which where did he come out of Florida State? I'm not too high on him. Last year he had 30 tackles in the pick. You know, of course, I ain't really rocking with him. On the other side, they got Tyson Campbell. Now, Tyson Campbell's good. Tyson Campbell from Georgia, I ain't really that much of a fan of him. But, yeah, Tyson Campbell, he pretty good at Georgia. So now you got Travis Hunter. They got my boy Darnell Savage from Green Bay. Like, they got some pieces in the secondary. I think with Hunter, you pick and choose where you want. Like, I do agree with you. I don't think you can halfway play corner, because if you're going to go out there and you're really going to be a starting corner, that's a lot of film. That's a lot of formation.
A ton of film, yeah.
That's a lot of tendencies, all that you got to pick up on. So that's why I say you kind of just pick and choose them in favorable spots. Now, receiver-wise, I'm looking, even if you just look at their offense, they got ETN at running back, Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter, and De'Ami Brown. He was with Washington last year. Like, behind Brian Thomas and ETN, Travis Hunter is probably the next dynamic guy with the ball. You gotta find a way to use him and to package him up. Just because they don't have the dynamic weapons that, you know what I'm saying? They only can go to Brian Thomas so much. So you need that gadget.
I agree. I think it's easier to be a good receiver in this NFL than a good cornerback. I think it's way easier to be a solid receiver than because they throw so much, and the real rules are guys can get a lot of yardage. You can be a good corner and give up yard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Jalen Ramsey is one of the best corners of the last however many years, and he damn near lost a Super Bowl a couple of years ago for giving up goddamn a big play, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the Rams. So it happens. But I'm saying with Trav, the whole thing of picking him, so they picked him second because they thought that, I don't want to sound like a hater because I really like Travis Hunter as a kid. I think he's a great kid. Man. Everything I've ever seen him talk, do, I really like him as a person. Pause. Like, he's a great kid. So I don't want to speak anything ill of him because I really, really like Travis Hunter. I'm just simply saying, y'all picked him second overall because y'all thought he was that good of a receiver? That's what I'm confused on.
No, I think Jacksonville, they did what Cleveland probably should have done. And they just needed, if you remember, Jacksonville's been up for like negotiating and thinking about moving the team and all that. They play half their games in Europe and in London and all.
So it was a local kid, bring him in. Okay, I'm with that. I have no problem with that explanation.
Florida kid who grew up in Georgia, right there. Jacksonville is in between both. That's a big name. He gonna sell jerseys. We gonna get TV time. We gonna get a bunch of talk and chatter around us. You know what I'm saying? That's a business move. If it don't work, we've been wrong about a lot of times before. You know what I'm saying? We've been wrong before. We'll risk it and at least make some money off of it. That's why we got it. Come on, man. Okay, so let's get into Shedeur. That's why we, especially us, and you, if you say you're really a fan, we have to go ahead and call it what it is. Like, we see these leagues make business decisions about the dollar so many times and be dead wrong. We saw Kenny Pickett get drafted to Pittsburgh just because he's a kid from Pittsburgh. It happens. So if Shedeur or Travis Hunter can come in, they got all the motion behind them. They got all the clout. They're selling jerseys. They got the fan base. They're not wrong. Like, what do you think about Shedeur? Let's move on. I know you.
Well, this injury.
I peeped where you was going.
I love this. Listen, I got a new respect for Shedeur and the Sanders camp. I don't think he's hurt at all, but I do love this play. This is a strategic.
Go ahead, Dylan Gabriel.
Yes, this is a beautiful play. For those who don't know, what's the injury? They said it's a oblique. Oh, bullshit injury, right? Oblique. Stop.
Shoulder. Sore shoulder.
Right. Stop. He's a goddamn quarterback. So they said that, he got an oblique injury. So that means they pulled him out of practices. They were doing joint practices with the Eagles. So that they said, he's probably not going to be able to play now against the Eagles in the preseason game. That put so much pressure on Dylan Gabriel because I think Shedeur had a decent showing. Now, the Negro community went crazy. They thought it was the second coming of goddamn Joe Montana. I thought it was just decent. But nonetheless, because of all the hype, it puts a ton of pressure on you now, Dylan Gabriel, to go out there and play. And I don't think Dylan is that goddamn good, Ross. I think he's going to crumble under this pressure.
Think so.
I think he's going to crumble.
But see, we can't. Okay.
Oh, he's going to crumble. He's not that good, bro. He's not that good.
Oblique injury. Well, what injury is Dylan Gabriel coming back? Because Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett.
Hamstrings, right? I think they both had hamstrings.
So that's what I'm saying. So, okay.
Which are bullshit injuries, too. Neither one of them are hurt.
So I got from going out here and really throwing and getting hit and really out here competing. So now you come back for your hamstring, and I think now that we know what we know, Shedeur got the show against Carolina. Dylan Gabriel got to go play against the Eagles.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean when I say I have a newfound respect for the Sanders camp. They are some shrewd operators. This is a beautiful move. Listen, I could not have orchestrated this better. Go and play against them, get the start, boom. Oh, I'm hurt. I can't play now. Let him go play against them Eagles. Let him do that against them. Because I promise you, even though it's not going to probably be the Eagles starters, but their backups are still good.
The
way better than way better than what you're gonna get from the Panthers. So I think this is a beautiful move. I think now I might change. I told you on Tuesday, Shedeur is probably gonna get cut. I didn't see this move coming. This is a beautiful chess move. I think Dylan Gabriel now is probably gonna get cut. As a third-round pick, I think he's probably going to get cut. Because I don't think they cut Pickett. I think they they could cut Pickett. But now if you cut Pickett, right, you got your starter is how old? How old is he? 41, 42?
Flacco. So
Flacco is how old?
So it's saying Flacco played with the first team pretty much all practice and an 11-on-11. I'm guessing Flacco is just going ahead and
he's gonna be the starter. He's gonna be the starter.
Pickett was limited. Sanders only warmed up. Gabriel, they said he had a decent practice. They say they were significantly more efficient with Flacco than Gabriel, but I say he showed a lot of potential. So it's looking like he had a good practice against the Eagles. I'm reading this and it's just talking about. Okay, so some of the same little noise that was coming when Shedeur was playing, and they was loving Shedeur.
But this is if you're Shedeur though, Ross, this is the best case scenario. I play the first game, throw 2 touchdowns, put up solid numbers, do my thing, right? It's your turn now. You show me what you do. And I know for a fact Gabriel's feeling all that pressure.
Yeah.
He's feeling all that pressure.
He's gonna press a little naturally.
Yes, because he wants to now be impressive. So is he gonna take a shot downfield? Maybe he shouldn't. Because I don't think Gabriel's that good of a quarterback. He's small. He's not really that. You know what I'm saying?
Gabriel's good too.
AI agrees with us. It's definitely. I don't think he's hurt at all. But this is a beautiful move, though. I think, listen, I got a newfound respect for the whole Sanders camp. This is beautiful.
I told you what I think. I think the best case scenario, if the Browns owner already came out and said Shedeur wasn't his guy. Fine. The only guy who's been really sticking up for him has been Stefanski a little bit and the GM. Cool. I think if I'm Shedeur, I have no hard feelings about getting cut. Get cut and go sign with a team that actually wants you.
Are you artificial intelligence? Because here's what AI said. Base case scenario, another team wants Sanders on their team. He shouldn't want to stay in Cleveland.
Thank you, AI. Thank you, AI. Like if he could get over to New Orleans or, it's a couple teams out there where
Carolina.
Shoot, Carolina, the way that stadium was rocking for him, the baby had his Carolina thing on, holding up the Sanders jersey.
That's what I'm telling you. Man, can you imagine if you in Carolina and you got Shedeur and LaMelo?
Ooh, YNs, boy. hey, they gonna have the bad ones out there. You just shoot. Go back up Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville.
Duval.
Go back up Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville.
So now him and his man Travis get together?
You get back with your boy.
I think, just to go back to Trevor Lawrence for a second, that's why I said I think it's important that like Travis focuses on the receiver thing, because I think this is a make or break year for Trevor.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be throwing it to a guy who I don't have great chemistry with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to know that me and you on the same page for, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I ain't got great chemistry, you might not get a lot of balls from me. I'm throwing to somebody else.
Thing is, though, he ain't really got too many options.
I feel you, but I'm just going to go to the
other.
They're
almost ready to move on because the league, that's what they do when they're ready to get rid of you. They get rid of all your options, and naturally your numbers and your play going to drop. And then that justifies not wanting to give you your money or what, you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you. I'm with you on that. Okay, let's talk. I know we talked about Florida hip hop with some sticking and juking and moving and all this shit. Let's go to like the hip hop top of the charts.
Crybabies.
Your man Drizzy Drake.
Ain't my man.
He will not let this L go. As a matter of fact, let me change my background. Hold on, Ross. Let's change our background. Hold on, Ross. I got you. Hold on. Everybody stay still. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. There you go. Your man, Drizzy Drake. Your man. That's your man's.
Nah, ain't my man. And shout out Drake. I have been on my little, I'm in the car, I'm riding. I'm like, okay, a Drake song come on the little on the radio. I keep hearing that. What did I miss? I'm not a fan of that shit at all. But I did do a little old Drake deep dive because I was one of those guys where every day, some sort of Drake. Like I'm more of a fan of the deep cuts. I don't really like the real popular shit. I like the B-side songs. He's talented, bro. Drake really was on a crazy run and like generational. Like he was up there in the GOAT talks. Never seen such a decline and just kind of like uncalculated missteps and rap history. Like this has to be. I heard guys saying this was gonna be Ja Rule and all. This is worse. It's worse, bro. We never seen a guy like so far ahead of everybody else, and now just look so corny, step after step after step after step.
This is insane, bro.
Have we ever seen this?
No. This is in the world. What's the shit from the Disney? Is it Aladdin or is it Little Mermaid? A Whole New World, whichever one. This is a whole new world for hip hop. We've never been here before. Like we've never been in lawsuit land before in hip hop. Over both of us making songs about each other. Like he's saying, oh, he lied about me. Well, it's like, I don't know if Ether was 100% true, but who cared? Nobody cared.
Bro, this man made back-to-back and went and bought the whole room above Nicki and Meek Mill, and they say he played the song all night. This man was terrorizing me. He went and performed back-to-back 1,000,000 times and had all the embarrassing pictures. This man got the whole world talking about, is that a world tour, your girls tour? And doing all this stuff. This man, while Nicki was dating Safari, there's clips of Drake talking about how much he want to be with Nicki. Like this man's whole career. We've seen him instigating Chris Brown and Rihanna. We've seen him calling out Serena's dude. We see him going at A$AP Rocky. We see him going at The Weeknd. Everything he says is not true about the next person. It's about how well you put it together.
That's a fact.
He had Kanye going crazy when he made the song talking about Calabasas and how he a street away from Kris Jenner and all that. Like Drake's whole thing was kind of like if your girl kiss and tell, you really, he's been throwing little seeds out there, bringing in people, ladies. So now,
he's a whole ass nigga. Let's just keep it
because the man took you kissing a 17-year-old on the video and saying, "Damn, why you got to be so fine and young," and took that a real clip and turned that into. Say, Drake, I heard you like him young.
Yeah.
The world is falling apart. But then everything that you come out is like, oh, I'm unbothered. And, oh, what did I miss? Like, nigga, you missed every shot you took for the last 2 years. Boy, you cold as ice, boy.
I got some paperwork to show you. Here go the paperwork. Listen, I'm going to read this. This is me reading the actual lawsuit paperwork. This is insanity, ladies and gentlemen. Document requests. All documents and communication with Kendrick Lamar, his agents, or anyone working on his behalf relating to the meaning or intent of the recording, image, or video, or any portion thereof, including but not limited to the following. Quote, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever come to Cell Block 1. Just make sure you hide. You hide your little sister from him. certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Trying to strike a chord and is probably a minor. End quote. End quote there. Quote, Shark, the story's how you want them, hey. Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. End quote. Quote again. And your homeboy need a subpoena. They pretend to move in flocks. That name got to be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. End quote. The image of Kendrick Lamar, Duckworth playing hopscotch, the image of Caged Owl, and the image of shipping containers. They want all the communication of anything having to do with any of that. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about, Lord?
FBI?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? This is a rap song. Like, what do you actually want, nigga?
Meanwhile, Drake just did a music video. I don't know if you caught that. What did I miss?
I did. It was some bullshit.
The nigga had 55 guns laid out next to him. Like he's Scarface. Like, stop it, bro. The man had 55 guns laid out next to him at the pool. Like he's finna go on a killing spree. Mr. Whoop Ass. And you over there crying because they was playing hopscotch in the music video.
And here goes the other part. Here's the real crazy part, Ross. Drake's UMG lawsuit dives into Kendrick Lamar's alleged domestic violence history. He's asking UMG, he has his lawyers telling UMG they need to provide any information that they have related to any potential Kendrick Lamar domestic violence. You know how crazy this is, bro? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, that's weak. And you know, as a man, I mean, you know, especially a man that Drake, you supposed to be, you know, Mr. P and you know, had your fair share with the women. You ain't never supposed to bring up what another man went through with his old lady. What?
Come on, man.
What? I don't even think nobody ain't do that with Drake having the baby from the porn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick ain't even send shots at her. He did the Dear Sandra and Dear Adonis, but niggas been letting you live about your old lady. Like, you know, that ain't really very P. You know what I mean? That's not really very.
That's whack, nigga.
Right. Yeah, we don't play like that. Like,
come on, man.
And I think this is another misstep because
it
now
is
open the door for more of these clips that we've been seeing, more of these rap, like the same way Drake has his Twitter thing, and DJ Academics and all these people are committed to, like, by all means just trying to find any dirt on Kendrick and swaying. Mm-hmm. Okay, Drake, we've seen there, like, the difference between you and Kendrick is Kendrick don't be outside like that. So even if it was something, it'd be real hard to find. Drake, I seen the girl say, "Oh, I met him after my high school basketball game." I seen, you know what I'm saying? We seen the Millie Bobby Brown stuff. We seen all this.
We did.
Keep playing. I think UMG, but after this case, I wouldn't be surprised. You know them big labels, they'll drop a bag on you for sure.
I'm just like, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish. That's why I'm confused.
You want to go independent. He trying to spite UMG with everything he got.
Because people are saying, oh, well, he wants to show that, like, they were using bots to, like, I think all those labels do that, though. I think if I'm a label, that's just smart business
for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody does. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, you want them to tell them what they were doing for you to, like, run your streams up? Like, stop. Like, bro, you just lost. You lost the battle. It's like Jay-Z who's one of my, I think he's probably he's definitely in my top 5. I'm always gonna have LL number 1 because I'm an old nigga. Yeah, LL's gonna be number 1 for me always.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's the first.
My gosh, bro.
Ross. He's the first artist ever signed to Def Jam. He signed to Def Jam at like 15 years old.
Bro, LL Cool J is your number 1.
Yeah, I got LL number 1.
I call him Big L, huh? They call him Big L.
Big L. Shout out to my guy LL. I got LL number 1. I got Pac number 2. I got Scarface number 3. That's for the hometown. I gotta have Scarface number 3. Number 4 might be Jay. No. I'm a big Rakim fan. Though. I'm an old school DJ. I love Rakim. I probably got Jay number 4, Rakim number 5. I love Rakim. I love Ra. So yeah, that's where I'm going. But I'm saying that to say Jay-Z lost the battle with Nas because Ether was such a huge record. And Jay-Z was able to move on and like make hit records and like songs and like just move on from that shit. Drake is stuck. He don't know what the fuck to do. And he's in a bad space. And now, you know what I'm saying? It's too late for him, man. It's too late for him. So we'll end on that note. We gotta get up out of here for tonight. Oh, hold on, let's get Ross back up in there before we close out. Hold on, I think you back. Are you back, Ross? Let's see if you back up in here. We got about 2-3 minutes, Ross. You back? Let me see. Let me see if you I think we got you up. Let's see if we can get you back up. Yeah, you know me. I'm an older head, so I gotta have respect for LL. I gotta have Pac in there. I gotta have Scarface in there. I gotta throw Jay in there. There you go. I got you. Oh, what happened? Damn, I had you and then you went away. I don't know what happened. I think we may have lost Ross for the. Oh, there you go. Is he back? There you go.
Oh, my shit was charging. My bad.
No, you good. No, you good. We got about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I'm just saying I got those because I'm an old head nigga, so I gotta have LL. That's the first nigga I learned like multiple lyrics to his songs, LL. So I love LL. That's just some personal shit.
That's okay.
I got LL. So my top 5 is LL.
Make me feel bad for not putting Chris Paul in my top 5. And you got. I'm just saying, I
got LL, I got Pac, I got Scarface, I got Jay, and then that number 5 spot, it can go a bunch of places. That 5th slot for me, it can go a bunch of places, man. I don't even know who would be 5th for me, to be honest with you. I can go, yeah. I'm just gonna leave that 5th spot open, like depending on how I feel that day. But my top 4 is definitely LL, Pac, Scarface, and Jay-Z. That's definitely my top 4.
So
that's
you don't rock with Big.
I like Big. He had 2 albums. I mean, like he don't got the body of work.
That second album is the greatest.
I'm with you, but like it ain't fucking with like All Eyes on Me is the shit. Like
that second album, Life After Death,
it's hard.
All Eyes on Me.
That's false. I'm taking All Eyes on Me.
Every other song on Life After Death was a hit.
I'm taking All Eyes on Me.
Roy, come on, man.
All Eyes on Me is a double CD. I'm taking All Eyes on Me.
And what was the hits off of All Eyes on Me? Come on.
We're gonna come back next week. We ran out of time tonight. We'll come back next week. We're gonna debate this. All Eyes on Me. We're gonna talk about it, y'all. Versus Life After Death. We'll get into it on Tuesday, and we're gonna talk about the games that happen in NFL. We'll be back. Peace.